Hello, good afternoon. Monday again. How fast is time going? And I'm just seeing all you lovely people popping in. And so I hope everybody's having a good start to the week. So we've got Marie happy. We've got Andrea. I keep getting this one wrong. Tishwaves, is it? I am so sorry that I can't pronounce it properly, but I hope you know what I mean. Nikki, Cornelia, Denise, Patrick, hello, how's your holiday going? Krish, Donna, Kim, hello. Welcome, welcome. So we shall get started, shall we? And so can we have Marie happy? Marie happy. Spirit comes in, I will bring them, and because I am trying to incorporate the two, to be honest with you. Nice and warm. Aye, make us jealous, Patrick. Make us jealous. We've been a bit rainy and again a bit cold, very cloudy. Although the sun's got his hat on just now. So Marie, you have, oops, 7 of clubs, and I want to give the 2 of diamonds. So 7 of clubs comes out first. So you would understand that kind of like needing energy at the moment. And it's like the action, needing to take decisions, trying to find out what you want with your life. And it's, but would you, if you can see the numbers there, that things is slightly out of balance at the moment. Now, the 7 comes in with you would understand gaining understanding in a situation in and around you, getting the full story and not just bits and pieces. But if it's to do with work, getting the task in full rather than just giving you bits and pieces and leaving you sort of like, what am I doing? You know? So it's like finding out the whole lot. And the and so the 7 of clubs comes in with that. And you've got the 2 of diamonds. So this comes in with your, can I say, career in money. And the 2 is very balanced. So you are now, would you understand that you feel a bit more stable just now? And because I just feel the stability coming in, but you've still got choices and decisions to make. You've still got to make up what's your next step. You've still got to make up, will I, won't I? And you've still got to make up, should I? This is working out what's best for you, Marie, if you can understand that. But would you understand that you need to take a step back and contemplate on a situation in and around you that's frustrating you? And would you understand relationships and family as well? Because it just feels that it's I want to, I've done that. Okay, so I want to say that pulled from pillar to post. You would understand being piggy in the middle. I just feel piggy in the middle. So it's to look at things more clearly and try and stay on the edge, if you can take it that way, Marie. And it's, but it's coming with a balance, it's coming with a way forward, and it's persevere, keep going, if you can understand that. And it's finding the balance and finding the harmony. So I hope that made sense, and thank you for working with me, Marie Happy. Andrea. Andrea. So, oh, it was a cat. I thought other animals was out. So you've got the 4 of clubs. So this is coming in with energy. And this is also coming in with you're also needing to sort things out and take action. You're needing to move forward and step out. And it's, would you understand that with the Four of Clubs, that looking for new direction, I'm stagnant and I'm stuck, you know? And it's giving you that permission. It's bringing in the stability. It's been a long time coming to get this balance, Andrea. You've come through many, many hurdles, but you're now finding your feet, if you can take it that way. And it's giving you that. I'm trying to keep up with everybody who comes in as well. And it's, I want to say that there's a gap in between. So you're still just a slightly bit lost, if you can take it that way, Andrea. But you are finding your feet, and it's slowly, slowly. And that's the only way that we can go. The Four comes in with a stability that you've been looking for, instead of being frustrated, up in the air, emotional, and it's all starting to come together. Now you've got the Queen of Hearts, and the Hearts is, I want to say, coming in with relationships and that emotions. And now you can hold your head up and you can face things, but for a while you couldn't. But you are now finding you can look properly rather than look from down here, if you can take it that way, Andrea. So you deserve a huge medal for what you've come through. And hello, Biscuits and Gravy, Alicia and Raylene. And it's you're now able to face things, can I say, but you know that you've got spirit around you trying to help as well. The Queen's coming in with just that pause and be kind to yourself, okay? If you need to take time out, take time out. And if you need to sort of like just have that pause, have that pause, but it doesn't have to be continual, if you know what I mean. She comes in with giving you the intuition and the movement forward. She's also coming in with upliftment as well, and she's just it's giving you that to be all you can be, you know, like Hamlet, to be or not to be. It's the movement forward, okay? But recognize how far you have come, how much you have done, instead of living in not recognizing your achievements, if you know what I'm trying to say, Andrea, because you really need to focus on how far you've come and the strength that you have found, and keep building on it. So I hope that made sense, and thank you for working with me. Is it Tishwave? I do apologise if I'm not saying your name right. I really do apologise. Hi, Joey, Sharon. And so I'm just looking for... Hi, Stacey. Tishwave, is it? Tishwave. Hello, Tilly. So just waiting to see 2 seconds to see if Tishwave is going to join us, or have they gone to the Woolwich? Bless you, Andrea. Bless you, because I just feel that the spirit that's around you is wanting you to realise your strength. Okay? And so we'll just give... Hi! Oh, you're there, are you? I didn't see you coming up on the thingy bobbers. The chat. Are you there? Oh no, that was your first comment. So okay then, so I shall give you a little emoji. But if you come back on, then we will get you in. And so Marie, the second Marie, with the IE and not the EE. The second Marie. Come speak to Mama. Come speak to Mama. Marie still with us? There you are, Maria. Is it Marie? Hold on, 2 seconds. Don't tell me I've got 3. Don't confuse me. Maria, right enough. I've got you with an E. Tell you, you would understand a doctor's writing quicker than mine. So you've got the 7 of diamonds coming in with career, growth and money. And you would understand that you're a little bit off balance as well. Either way you put it, you're off balance. And it seems to be 2 against 5. So would you understand that at times you feel people ganging up on you on some situations, Maria? And because it's just finding that balance, can I say? And when I say finding that balance, it's finding that movement forward to try not to rock the boat a bit too much, if you know what I mean. And because the 7 also comes in, as I said, with gaining understanding with situations in and around you. Sometimes you feel a little bit down because you are wondering what's your input into things. Stop it, okay? Because we can't please everybody. And when we can't please everybody, we have to learn ways of getting around it, okay? Now you've got the 8 of diamonds, which is bringing things more into perspective and bringing in that balance for you. So there is movement forward for you, Maria, if you can understand this. And comes in with career, comes in with money, and it's coming in with a bit more stability, can I say. But will you stop banging your head against a brick wall, because it hurts and it leaves a mark. And plus the fact you hurt your third eye, okay? But I mean that in fun, okay? And but will you stop being so hard on yourself, because there's too many people out there that are critics, and you don't need to criticize yourself either. So it's stand up and be counted, okay? Be all you can be, keep the head up and look forward, and go with confidence, can I say. So I hope that made sense for you, Maria. Nikki. Nikki. I did see you a few minutes ago commenting. There you are. Are you? Or is that just the first, when you came up the first time? Can you say hi? There you are. Hello. Can you say hi? But you gave me a hello. Hi, Tamer. So, Nikki, you have got 2 jokers. The first thing I feel with this is you can't write this down. This is just a big joke, and I'm meaning life. It's just been one thing after another, you know. And you know that comedy phrase where you say you can't really write this, and it's like trying to put it into words. And the double joker, the joker comes in with, would you understand that you've been told before about leap of faith and grabbing your destiny and choosing your pathway? Because I feel that it's coming back in again with a leap of faith and trusting within yourself. Would you understand holding yourself back? Because I kind of feel that getting at it. I've never had the 2 jokers before. Oh dear. Gaining your own intuition and trusting yourself. Would you understand that, Nikki? And because it's going within, release what's not needed, because it kind of like has that cords that hold you back and keeps coming back into the future. And so it's releasing what's not needed, but it's also you taking that leap of faith and moving forward. You would understand, I feel travel as well involved. but a hesitancy because you've got the world there as well. And but bringing in, it's like it's all work and no play, which makes Nikki a dull person. And I mean that nicely, not derogatory, but you would understand that it seems to be that life just now is sucking out of you. And it's finding your balance in your inner child and enjoying life again. Because as I said, you wouldn't believe what's going on and you couldn't even write it down if you know that statement. And but now's your time to climb over all this and move forward. A little bit of cleansing and releasing, and then move forward, but believe in yourself, because that's the biggest thing that holds every single one of us back. Okay? We tend to live our lives for other people rather than ourselves. Always worried about what other people think of us. Are we doing right? And we end up trying to do right, but doing wrong, if you know what I mean. And it's wrong in our side. But stand up, live your life, and live your dreams. And I hope that made sense, Nikki, and thank you for working with me. Cornelia, what's going on with the cards today, for goodness sakes? Cornelia, two kings. Two kings. Hello, Caroline. Nancy Ray. Cornelia, are you with us? There you are. Look, two kings. What are you not listening to? What are you not listening to? Because you've got it in stereo, okay? Now you've got the King of Clubs, which is coming in with the energy, giving you that oomph. Also needing to take action and get your decisions sorted out. The King comes in with the authority, but he also comes in with the always in your mind and always over analysing. Stop it, because it's just as bad as banging your head against a brick wall. But there has been worrying situations in and around you. And I want to say that it's kind of like balancing the books and trying to keep the peace. But when you move on to the King of Diamonds, this is bringing in career and it's bringing in finances. And you are trying hard to keep everything kind of like balanced and keeping the peace and the movement forward. It's also balancing the books as well. And because it's symmetrical, or whatever the word is, that you are moving forward and you are achieving good things, can I say. With him again, double kings, always in your mind, always over analysing, always looking for the worst when you should be looking for that. It's like if you get invited to a celebration, invited to a wedding or invited to a party and that, and sometimes it's with, oh, I don't really want to go, but yet when you go, you have a good time, so focus on the good time rather than what you're expecting. So it's like looking above your expectations to what you actually receive, if you can take it that way, Cornelia. Teeth are thickening. And it's bringing in the balancing and stuff for you. So once you get your choices, decisions, and your thoughts all sorted out, then you will find that we will be able to have a little playtime and upliftment, because the cement that's on your shoulders is needing lifted, okay? And so keep persevering and keep going, and then the balance, the career and money and stuff maps out. So I hope that made sense, Cornelia, and thank you for working with me. Right, this is where we start shifting, shoving and a shifting, new piece to So we're going news, olds, news, olds. So, okay, so you are on the list and I am just mixing up, okay? Nancy Ray, you are there, so stay there, please. And I will work with you, thank you. So, Nancy Ray. Wow. You've got the Jack and you've got the Queen, okay? Kind of compensates one another. She tells you, stop, pause, take a breath. You don't have to be 100 miles an hour every day. And the Jack comes in with taking in that intuition. And would you understand that needing to complete something in and around you? Would you understand needing to complete either letters or documents or just end something? End. I just feel frustrated and niggly, and I just feel a little bit of, you know, and because he's given you authority to just grab it by the horns so that you can throw it into the past and leave it in the past, if you can understand it that way, Nancy Ray. You don't need to keep holding it and nurturing it for moving forward, but I just feel that it's a complication within your life at this moment, that you're weighing up your pros and cons and you're sort of like delving into your heart and just confusion and whatnot, if you can understand it that way, Nancy. And this, I want to say, you can bring in work, you can bring in hi Simon, bring in all kinds of levels into this, because it just seems to be a little vortex and you're trying hard to hold on up to the top here and not get sucked in, because it feels like a lot of this isn't your fault and isn't your doing, but you're being expected to sort things and take sides. Can you understand it that way, Nancy? And then you've got the Queen of Diamonds. She comes in with take that breath and go within and just get that isolation so that you get time to think, because I just feel as if we're in a traffic jam here and just busy, 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 and you're not getting a chance to think, you're not getting a chance to sort, you're not getting a chance to move forward. So it's you taking this breath and then making sense of what's going on in and around you to take that step forward. So I hope that made sense, and thank you for working with me. So can we have Alicia? Alicia? Come in, Alicia. The boat's due. You know, in the boating pond. You go into the boating pond and you get all this. Your time's up. Looking for Alicia. So we shall give you a little. Where are you? You are here. So we'll give you a little emoji so that if you do pop up, then you will get your cards. Your cards are there. So coming back up, can I get Denise? Oh, Alicia, there you are. Sorry, you just caught it in time. 3, okay? 3 of hearts. Golly gosh, I can't work this cameras. 3 of hearts coming in with emotions and relationships. And I want to say that mapping things out, but it's also coming in with choices and decisions, but creativity as well. So it's using your intellect, if you can take it that way. It's also coming in with movement forward and choices. I said choices, decisions, new pathways, new directions. And I'm a bit stagnant and I want something different to sort of like work on. So it's bringing in your choices, can I say as well. The Queen of Spades coming in with would you understand where you are needing to would you understand where there's thoughts that you are needing to release, because it just seems that it's stagnant and it's not quite new, so you're bringing the past into the future And when we bring the past into the future, it kind of blocks the future and prevents doors from opening. So if you can sort of like release and cleanse, then you get a lighter heart, and then you'll be able to move forward, because a lot of these things doesn't do us any good. Okay, so pause, take a breath, get some isolation for yourself, and just release what's not needed. And would you understand to have some tissues at the side, because it's been a long time coming, and by gum, when you let these tears go, how light you're going to feel afterwards, honey bun. And I send you a massive hug, and thank you for working with me. Yes, it's a hard thing to work on. Hi, Bernadette. It's a hard thing to work on. So is Denise still with us? Looking for Denise? Because we're going top, bottom, middle. Okay, that's how I'm working the. That's how I'm working the. My teeth is sticking today. Overtired. Had a lot of stairs to deal with yesterday, and not quite fun with 2 sticks, but we did it. Hello, Denise. Hello. So, you've got silver spoons. I just got to try something different. Change the card. So you've got silver spoons. So you would understand the saying that some people seems to be blessed because they were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. And I want to say that you would understand this saying in and around you, but not for yourself. Because we often find that people who are blessed can rock the boat a little bit. But I want to say, this is showing you've got the baby ribbon there. So would you understand news? Understand, totally understand. Oh, BG. And I've got to try and keep it polite, you see, because if I use the Aberdonian tongue, there's a lot of words that you get people saying, what does that mean? And so I want to say that would you understand news of a baby to come, or there's been a birth of a boy that's in and around? But I want to say there's connections to a cutlery set, to like a grandmother figure who's passed. But I want to say that would you understand that it's not complete? It's not complete. Hi, Catherine, Mo, and because I just feel that it's not complete. But there's a situation in and around you, Denise, that you are trying to complete, to move forward. And I want to say, for bringing joy and for gaining what you've spent a long time working on, if you can understand it that way, Denise. Right, I just feel I'm getting a broken cutlery set. Would you understand having a cutlery set that's not complete? There's a couple of bits missing. My gran used to use the spoons for, 'cause she did this, and she used to use the spoons, but I can't remember what her interpretations of the spoons were. But the spoons were to do with people. I know that the small spoons is for youngsters, and but I can't remember her interpretation now. And you broke the spoon. Okay, thank you, because I just felt something to do with the cutlery. And the go into the charity shops, you might find one to replace it. You've got stability there as well. And I want to say, but you've also got persevere and carry on. You've got a cutlery set that was passed down, but not spoons. Well, there you go. I'm giving you the spoons. Okay. And but it's you would understand that you've also got like a Christmas cutlery set that you kind of dread going into every year because it's needing polished up because it's a little bit tarnished. And but it's also cleaning up in and around you as well. And I don't mean housework, I mean yourself, if you can take it that way. And it's cleansing the way for doors to open so that you can get a bit more stability, which you have, and to carry on and bring a bit more fun into life, if I can say. And I want to say that, can I give you bingo, Denise? I'm just hearing somebody calling bingo numbers for some strange reason. And I'm thinking I'm already concentrating on the numbers as it is, but bringing in a lot of joy. And thank you. I'm glad you understand it because I'm getting tongue tied and I'm getting sort of like, and then my brain's coming in and going, but it's not yours to understand. And but so long as you understand, and thank you for working with me. So, can I have biscuits and gravy? Biscuits and gravy, are you from America? You understand the bingo. Would you understand somebody that called the bingo? Because I'm just getting a load of bingo numbers coming in. I know my dog would like you for biscuits and gravy. So, you've got the silver horse. It's a bit like Ferrari. So would you understand, biscuits, that life is a bit on the fast pace just now? You know? Thank you, because I just seen, I've got an American friend that posts up pictures of her meals, and she often posts up biscuits and gravy, but it's not the biscuits and gravy that we have over here. And so that's why I wondered if you were from America. But I meant it nicely, not derogatory, okay? So you've got the Ferrari. So would you understand that it's would you understand at this moment that you need to appreciate yourself a bit more and value things in and around? Because a Ferrari is rather a very sporty, fast car, but it just feels that you're in the fast lane just now, and it's like, stop, I want to get off, you know. And thank you, Denise. Thank you. If you take their love and take the memories, because they just kept calling in the bingo numbers, but I didn't feel who they were, but the bingo numbers was being shouted, so very much close and in and around you. And I want to say that the I want to say keeping up with the Joneses. Now, that expression over here means that trying to better the neighbours or trying to get what new neighbours have bought, sort of things. But I just feel that everything you've got, you've worked hard for and you deserve it. Okay? You've worked hard on the ladder, but would you understand horses in and around you, biscuits? Now, I've got a gate opening, so when the gate's opening, it's just like a door opening. So you would understand that you've got opportunities coming your way, but you're kind of like hesitant and a bit, will I, won't I, will I, won't I? And it's just sort of like bringing that through, bringing that through. Yes, you have, because this is workers and this is people who's worked hard for all that they've got. But there is a little bit of green eye in and around you, may I say. The horses are across the road from you, because I've just got to give you the horses because you've got a horseshoe there as well. But they also come in with healing, unconditional love, and a lot of strength. So there must be a situation in and around you just now where you're needing to call on that strength to get it completed. 2, you've got choices and decisions to make and for your way forward. 5, you've got changes, and changes whenever you like it or not, because it's changes that is coming. And but you've got a roosty a rusty horseshoe here. So it's iron, and iron comes in for protection. It's like the old witches, and you put iron above your door for protection. Okay, wonderful, because you've got one here on the fence, and but the horseshoe is, once it's a certain way, for luck, but it's also the old-fashioned protection, warding off evil. So I'm bringing in a bit of the old ways for you, biscuits, if you can understand it that way. You've got seeds here from the trees coming down, so you need to plant your seeds and what you want out of the next stage of your life, and not sort of like hang around and put it off, because it feels decisions is important. So it's taking that next step forward, okay? And I hope that made sense, and thank you for working with me. So can I have Marissa? Marissa, hello, Keela. Looking for Melissa. And Kim, stay there because you were next to be picked. Stay where you are, Kim. Do not move. Do not move. So Marissa will get a little emoji, and if she pops up, we will get her slotted in. So Kim. I want to bring out your inner child. And I want to bring out the frogs. It's like playing leapfrog, but would you understand that life is playing leapfrog with you at the moment? But you've got a money frog here, and you've got a frog that's green for go, but it's also got a stash of pennies as well. So luck has started to sort of like come over onto your side. Now, I'm not saying that you're um, gaining millions and whatnot, that, but it's made life a little bit more easier. But the inner child, I want to bring out the inner child, but I also want to bring out the inner child for being out in nature and out in the countryside, in memories of grabbing the tadpoles, if I can put it that way. And because I kind of feel that you've been reminiscing, can I say, and it's uplifted, it's giving you little smiles, but try not to stay too much in the past, if I can put it that way, because we can be comfortable in the past, but we still have to face future, and we can't really avoid that, I'm afraid. I want to give you a chaise long, and I want to say that memories of a chaise long, if you can understand one of them, and because I call them uncomfortable couches, that's what I call them. And but I want to say that Spirit knows that you've been doing quite a bit of reminiscing, because they've been looking as well, and they've been sort of like hearing. You've got some notes coming down from the top, so there's been a bit of relief as far as monetary situations go. If the chaise long, I can't remember what the chaise long was originally designed for, but would you understand? Would you understand that you're always on the go? Because if you get a piece of furniture, it usually means that you need to sort of like sit down and have a breather, if you can take it that way. And but it feels like you've had a little bit of upliftment as far as the monetary goes. And the fallen leaves, I want to say leaves out of a book. So it's like, would you understand that you used to do a lot of reading and you're trying to get back into it? Because I just feel there's pages of a book that is very relevant for you, and brings you to the now, brings you to the now. Now, your two is choices and decisions, and it's the movement forward. The frog's jumping up, so it's taking you forward. Face it, Get rid of fear, leap of faith, and move forward. Well, you've got the chaise long from Spirit so that you can lie down and have a little rest. And believe you me, they're not really comfy. I don't think, anyway. I want to give connections to the Native American Indians as well, Kim. An interest there, or a guide, because I want to say I'm bringing in the Native American Indians as well. And that's why they're giving you the leaves of a book, okay? But you've got an old book that has been really, really well loved, and the pages are hanging out on it. And I want to say that I'm taking this book back into like childhood, early teens, and because it looks like would you understand a book like that you've always spoken about getting the sellotape out, but it's kind of like just been stashed at the back of a shelf? Because I want to say that it's still sort of like there intact, but you've just got to be careful of it because it's sentimental. And because I just feel that you're getting the recognition of that because it came from a lady who passed, if I can give you it that way, Kim. But I just feel that there's a reference to this book with the pages falling out. Right. I'll leave that bit. I don't like leaving things, but I'll leave that bit with you. And if it's 2:30 in the morning, I'll be sleeping, okay? But it might come into thought a few months down the line, next time you're in a cupboard. And because I just feel that right, okay then, would you have been in your childhood with that book? Because I just feel that it's connected to younger. And apologies if I did pick it up as being childhood. But I just feel it's needing sellotaped. But it's still intact. You haven't lost anything of it. Thank you. So I hope all that made sense. But know that she's close, okay? Know that she's close. And thank you for working with me. And right, so can we have Tamer? Are you still with us, Tamer? So remember, bottom, top, middle. So if you can't think of it as a childhood book, would you understand your mum's book? You would have been younger. Because that's where the younger comes from. If you can take it that way, Kim. Because that's what I'm saying, that if I've picked that bit up wrong, apologies. Looking for Tamar. So you've got an emoji so that if you turn up, you will. Oh, there you are. Right. You've got the camel. So would you understand that at times that you stand still? And when I say stand still, it's you're letting life pass you by, Tamar. Now, a camel is strong, self-resilient, and it can keep itself going for quite a while. So would you understand where you're needing a bit of reassurance at the moment and to feel that strength that seems to be sort of like a little bit down, and to get you to understand how strong you really are. The camel is also travel, but I want to say that very much scone moment. Scone. Coming in with strength. But would you understand where you need to up your water at this moment? Because they can hold on to quite a lot of water. And would you understand feeling a little bit, because a little bit of dehydration? Because I just feel water's quite important. But I want to take you you've got sort of like the sprinkles of magic coming down here. So I want to give you that Arabian fairy tales, and like Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves, Aladdin and things like that. Bringing back fantasy into your surroundings and believing in magic. I want to give you the seeds where they're joined like that, and then you throw them up and they go down a can't mind if they're sycamore trees or what, but I'm playing with them as kids. Mind you, I still, if I can get down to it, I still pick them up and throw them up, and I've been getting the grandchild to pick them up and have fun. Cases packed and looking forward, but I want to say cases to the side. So a lot of times decisions is made, but decisions is broken. You've got an inkwell and pen there, so you need to put pen to paper. That would be putting pen to paper then. Buying your house, because that takes a lot of paperwork, doesn't it? And oh well, then your case is to the side and your case is packed. That'll be for you moving. Thank you very much for that. And I want to say that bringing in 7 is gaining understanding in everything in and around you. So make sure that you get every single detail attached to this, okay? All the knowledge that you can. But the ship of the desert keeps moving and you keep moving. And I hope that made sense, and thank you for working with me. So can we have Krish? Oh, there you are, Krish. Stay there. Stay there. Sometimes you're like a fish out of water, but I want to say that I feel that this right. Try and keep that in the past and look forward for this tamer, okay? Don't take that with you. Start afresh. New doors, new openings. So don't take the past with you and don't take the thoughts with you. Bring in positivity, okay? And thank you. Right, but I kind of feel like bringing in the koi carp. So you're one that's needing a little bit of luck just now, because it just seems to be that a lot of things that you touch goes wrong. But I mean that in a nice way. Candles lit, and I want to say that would you understand someone who's trying to cause an argument in and around you? Because an itchy nose is an argument brewing, Krish. And but I want to say that the candle glowing is that you would understand the candles being burned for someone very close in spirit. The movement forward, I want to bring in, you would understand if I bring in the broomsticks and witches and things, and a little bit of an interest there. But I want to say that you would know people who is quite active, if I can say it that way, and which is a wonderful thing to be around. I want to bring in the stores. I want to bring in, would you understand a snake around you, Krish? Because it kind of feels that be wary of the snake in and around you. And because it's like giving them saying things and growing arms and legs, not helping situations. You've not long rebuilt a relationship because the bridge has been completed, and so it's moving forward, and but moving forward with grace. Now you've got 2 for choices and decisions, 9 for perseverance and moving forward, progression, and then you've got the 10 for completion. Okay, so everything is starting to fall into place, Krish. So it's just like, can I say, keep going, keep persevering, and keep moving forward. And changes whenever you like it or not. But, and thank you for working with me. Okay. Can I get Tilly? Tilly, are you still with us? Tilly. Right. Tilly, Tilly, Tilly. So we will just give Tilly a little emoji. And if she pops up. And right. Mo. Oh, Tilly, there you are. There you are, Tilly. You've got the 9 of spades. So I want to say that the spades comes in with always in your thoughts and always over analysing, and kind of like me when you go into a restaurant and it's like trying to decide what you want when everybody's going, will you make up your mind? You know, if you can take it that way. And but it's progression, the balance out, and things is moving forward. And I want to say, like, you've got a select group in and around you that's got your back. And but you've got your back, you've got their backs too, if I can put it that way. And it's just sort of like bringing in, I want to say that you've got a lot of love to give, but sometimes that's a downfall, if you can take it that way, because it kind of feels that you give, you give, you give, but you're not getting the same back, and that kind of hurts. And it kind of like makes you question yourself, can I say. Keep that head up and keep being you, and don't take all this in and suck it in like a sponge. Keep evolving. And because it's other people that has the problems, not you. Okay. And because you've got a lot of support in and around you, and you've got a lot of protection in and around you. And when I say that, it just means that your friends and family are there for you. Okay. You don't have to go things alone. And because sometimes, although you can be too generous with the heart, there's other times you're closed. And it's just finding that balance. And but it's a good card because it's progression to completion. So you are almost coming to the end of a pathway so that you can start choosing your next one, but one that works for you, if you can take it that way, Tilly. And I hope that made sense, and thank you for working with me. Mo, looking for Mo. And right, there you go. So Mo, you've got the 9 of diamonds. So the 9 of diamonds comes in with your career and your relationships. And can I say, thank goodness that you're not pulling your hair out, because it makes you bald. And because I just feel frustrations in and around you, Mo. But this is more to do with relationships, if you can take it that way. And finding that balance, but there's progression to completion. So there's a situation family wise that is starting to map out, can I say. Listening ears is starting to open, and sense and sensibility is starting to come in, if you can take it that way, Mo. And I want to say that a pat in the back for a lot of the work that you've put into this, because I'm just getting a lot of ripples, if that's making sense. If that's making sense. And we could just take the whole lot of them and bang their heads against a brick wall, can we? And but we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to do that. But your words are getting through, which is helping. Okay. And because I want to say that it feels like your shoulders are weighted. Okay. Just feels like your shoulders are weighted. And I want to say that balancing work, balancing family, the two together is kind of like this much cement, this much cement, this much cement, this much cement. So it's trying to get the weight off your shoulders, because it gives you a sore neck. Okay. And but I feel stress sits there as well. And but you've got a good mind in there, and you've got good solutions. So you do find the balance on your own, Mo, and you do find the way forward. But it's just standing up and being heard. Okay. And lightening the load, lightening the load. But prosperity, work, and career. and it's moving forward nicely, if you can take it that way. And write down everything you want to release, Mo. And then on the full moon, burn it. Okay? Release. And see if that helps. Because sometimes when you're trying to make somebody understand, they don't understand where you're coming from. And but we do. Of course. Patrick, can you add Mo to your healing list as well? I shall do that when we come off, Mo, and with a lot of love. Okay, and I hope that made sense, and thank you for working with me. Right. I am just right. Paula, seeing as to you're there, because I ken that we're running out of time. Paula, who needs to take the leap of faith? Who needs to sort of like look at themselves and see why things isn't working? And can I say that it's bringing that you moving forward, bringing in your intuition, start listening to yourself, because you've got good gut, but a lot of time you just abandon it, Paula. And but the world's your oyster, but it's how you juggle things to move forward. It feels at times that life is unfair, but it's up to you to sort of like grab that opportunities. And instead of thinking on things from the past, recreate your life from now to move forward to what you want out of life, instead of working on what's happened in the past. Okay? And but very positive card, and it's you to just grasp all that you can do, Paula. And yes, because it just feels like Mo, I've got tons of concrete on my neck, and it's finding a balance to release. You don't need to hold all this in, okay? If you've got an isolated spot where there's no people, scream, okay? But if you've got trees, lean up against the tree if there's people going around, pour it into the tree. But remember, and put your hands behind and hug the tree and get that grounding energy through yourself. Okay? But find a way to release, because it's no good, because it just sort of like blocks and it just keeps building and building and building. Okay? But please release. And I hope that made sense, Paula. And thank you for working with me. And I've got exactly 2 minutes because we've got Kirsty coming on behind me. So can I quickly get Sharon? Sharon, the Queen of Spades. Always in your mind, always over-analysing and trying to work out the next step forward. It just seems to be that what you get sorted to move forward with, it kind of like takes you 2 steps back. But believe in yourself. Thank you, Joey. And I'm sorry I didn't get round to you, but I'll keep a note for the next time, okay? And the Queen comes in, be kind to yourself. Pause, take a breath, because you don't need to be going 50 miles an hour to 100 miles an hour every single day. Delegate, because you are allowed to say no, okay? If it's situations where you're needed for help, then delegate and say, do you mind if I don't do it today, but I can do it tomorrow, or can you wait until Wednesday? Delegate, okay, to give you that little bit more energy and that little bit more, okay? And I hope that made sense. Joy, ever so quickly before you disappear. Pentacles and career, always in your mind, over analysing, etc. But I want to say with the King for you, bringing in balance, but it's bringing in intuition as well. And Joey, would you understand where you have taken a step forward and it's a step forward for the better? I want to say the red for go, the red for, can I say energy, and to give yourself a pat in the back, because I've got to tell you that you're doing the things right. Okay, I feel it from a gentleman, and I just had to quickly throw that in. So sorry, Stacey, I'm bang on with time, and thank you for working with me. You just came right in there, so I had to throw in that message. But thank you anyway, and bless you all on your journey. Thank you for your support. So if you didn't get a message, I hope that you got out of everybody else. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you, Veronica. And Kirsty's coming up next. Thank you very much.